What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick. So this is a topic I wanted to talk about for a while, and it's about why I dislike the term or word nerd. Now, often nerd is used to describe people that are into comic books, video games, superheroes. Like, you know, we're gonna nerd out and watch this stuff, or, you know, what's up, gaming nerds, or, you know, we all like to get nerdy and talk about comic books and stuff like that. Now, the reason I dislike the term and the word nerd is because, you know, in school, when people are getting bullied, they're called nerd. People make fun of them for being a nerd when they're into that stuff. So it started as something negative. And I know the people that use it on themselves maybe are joking. Maybe people use it to describe their culture. I don't know if that's the right word, but to describe what they're into. But even with that, I honestly don't like the word nerd and the term nerd. It just sounds insulting, and it sounds degrading, and it just comes off as like an insult to what you're into and an insult to the entertainment you're in. Because if somebody, for example, is into wrestling or sports or cars, are they going to be called a nerd for that? I mean, literally, what's the difference between somebody that's into sports and cars versus somebody that's into toys or games or comics? I just don't like the term nerd, even when used in the sense of like, hey, this is what we're into, or we're joking. And I wouldn't even want to label myself that, or anybody. Well, I wouldn't care if someone labeled me that, because I try not to give a shit anymore these days what people think. Moving off of beef for drama. But anyways, like, I don't even want to be called that, because it's like, okay, I like video games, I like music, I like some superhero stuff, I like, you know, I didn't mind the Sonic films, but I wouldn't label myself a nerd. It's just something I like. It's the same thing with a guy that likes cars or sports. And I just think the word nerd sucks. We should get rid of it or stop using it. Even trying to describe it as like, this is nerd culture, or, you know, this is a YouTube channel, or this is a group where you can talk with other nerds about stuff you're into. I don't care for the word. Never cared for it, because it just makes it feel like what you're into, what you're about, is like a bad thing, or like downgrades it, or makes it a negative. And it's like, fuck that, because we don't call people that are into sports or cars or, you know, wrestling, we don't really call them nerds or say that's some nerd culture. So this is something on my mind for a while that I always wanted to talk about. I just dislike the term nerd. I really do. Because people have different hobbies, have different interests, things they're into, and labeling that as something like, oh, I'm a nerd, or he's a game nerd, or we're all nerds talking about this. I don't care for it in any sense, to be honest with you. So I don't really know what else to say, but this is something that's been on my mind for a while that I always wanted to talk about. I don't know, I just don't like the term nerd, to be honest. It's like, why not just let me be someone that happens to like games, or happens to like certain superhero films, or happens to like anime? Why can't it be just that? Why can't it just be us being fans and being into stuff? Just like how it's looked at when people like comics, or I mean, when people like sports and cars and shit. Fuck the word nerd. I think it's lame, no matter what way it's used. And mostly because it came from school, where people get bullied for what they're into, called nerd, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's it for this video.